YouTube, what's going on? I figured I'd give you guys an update on how I'm feeling about this Microsoft Surface Duo 2. And I have to be 1000% honest and tell you that I felt like, or I feel like the transaction that took place of me purchasing this device was done so without Vaseline. So I think you can kind of figure out where I'm going with this. Please do not buy this device for $14.99 or $15.99, whatever, whichever version you decide to go with. Please do not spend that amount of money. I am already regretting that price point because for me, this package is not worth that kind of money. First of all, one of my major gripes is the charging situation or lack thereof. There is no power adapter in the box, so you have to utilize whatever you have at your own disposal or purchase a separate one. So what I did initially, or last night, I tried to charge it with my Samsung charger that I use for my Z Fold 3. And I woke up this morning thinking that this thing was fully charged and ready to go. And it turns out it didn't even charge this device. So the device ended up shutting off because the battery died. So then I plugged up the charger that I use for my iPad Pro, which is a larger charger. And it took this thing a couple hours just to charge from that when it takes my iPad like half that time. So already I'm a little pissed off that Microsoft thinks it's okay to not give you a charger for $1,500 device. I guess they're assuming that you have some super charger device at home already that's going to work with this thing, even though this is only their second version of this phone, which is absolutely unacceptable to sell this device without the correct charging brick or adapter, whatever you want to call it. That's the first thing. Second thing is there's no bumper case. Is that a huge deal? No, not really, but nobody really wants to spend $40 more if they want to get a protective bumper for this thing. So that's already pissing me off as well. On top of that, this glance bar that I was kind of excited about is kind of useless. The only thing it has shown for me is the time. So if you press this button here, it'll show you the time, but it hasn't even shown me any of my notifications, which it was supposed to do. And when I did both different chargers, it never showed me like the charging bar that it's supposed to do there. The only time I saw that is when I just took it off the charger. Then I saw this light up. So the glance bar is kind of useless. Now, aside from all of that, I think it's a cool feature here where you can double press and have the flashlight come on. I think that could be useful in a few different situations. As far as the multitasking, there is no other device to really compete with this as far as multitasking. So for those of you that are looking to do two things at once, to have this partition, I guess you can call it, in the middle and having two separate apps going on at the same time, this is a great device for that, but not at $1,500. I recommend you go ahead and find the original Surface Duo that just got that Android 11 update. I don't know how many more updates it'll get. I don't even know how many updates this will get. But if your main purpose is to have a device like this to have the multitasking, I don't see why you can't just go with the original Surface Duo. Now, this one does add a couple features. The camera edition is nice. Is it a necessity? No, but I do like the layout of it where you can just take a photo and it's going to show you that photo on this side of the screen. I think that's a sweet touch right there, so you can kind of see how the photo came out, and then you can just, take another one if need be. So I love that aspect of it. So that is one of the apps, one of the few apps that can be automatically spanned across both screens. The screens themselves are very nice. They get really bright, so I do like that about the device. There are still some glitches and things that happen within the software that can be a little frustrating and take some getting used to. For example, like your touches or where you didn't want to touch, it can sometimes react. Where you purposely try to touch, it doesn't always react. So it's hit or miss a lot of times with the software. But when it's working fine, it works great. Speaker quality is pretty good on this device. So using it as a multimedia device and doing like something like this, like tent mode, would be a pretty good use case to watch videos, because they did kind of thin out the bezels a little bit. So that could be pretty good for some of you. What else? There's no wireless charging. There's no IP rating. It is not worth $1,500. I'm sorry to rain on the parade of others that maybe have wanted me to say some more positive things about it. All I can really say is wait for this thing to go on sale. Wait for the fire sale, whatever it is. I really think, let me amend what I said in my other video. I said, $1,000 or less. I have to now drop that down to about $700 or less. Like, without coming with a charger or a bumper or anything like that, this is a tough sale, man. So for those that love this device, my apologies. You love the device. You found good use cases for it. You were able to swallow that $1,500 pill. I am not in a position in my life right now where $1,500 means nothing. Hopefully I get there one day, but I'm not there today. So yeah, those are my early thoughts. Catch you guys in the next video.